everybody, it's the Coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Indianapolis Colts. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime, but kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but, boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And here are the Colts offensive starters.
Ryan Kelly's a great example of how valuable the centers have become in the NFL. A former first-round pick, he was plugged in immediately to be a starter to handle big nose tackles as well as blitzing linebackers, and also able to move and get out into the run game and get to the second and third level and deliver blocks.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's third down. Now a look at the Chargers starting 11 on defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by a 5th-round pick in the 2019 draft out of North Dakota State. It's Easton Stick.
Come on, set, 50, slant.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Offense.
Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
You can't block me.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Attention, Gator.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Here we go.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And the offensive starters here for Los Angeles.
I have to admit, I've rather enjoyed watching Melvin Gordon's improvement as he's developed as an NFL player because it started for me in college. Every year he was in school, he would add something extra to his game. First year, he knew how to run. He wanted to add pass receiving to his game. The next year, he wanted to add pass protection to his game. Did all of that. That turned him into a first-rounder, and now a front-line NFL back. Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Watch the slap.
Now Stick. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Gordon. A nice little juke. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The numbers a week ago from Melvin Gordon. 17 carries, 84 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen.
Offense.
They get that one on the left tackle, Russell Okung. Stick from the gun. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Stick back to pass. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Off play action, it's Stick. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line. Now Gordon on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, stick. It's complete to Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And Myers able to knock it through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get...
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Brissett now. Complete to Hilton. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
55, my God, 55.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stick looks to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. They'll run on 1st down. Gordon loses the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
4 down, check, 4 down.
A first carry for Josh Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen.
Offense.
Had some momentum going, driving down the field. That'll set him back 1st and 15.
I mean, that type of play, when you've got to go in your direction, shoot, my man Old Mo is arching an eyebrow at him right now. You've got me going. Keep me going.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Stick looking to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Easton Stick, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows to 10-0. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Joey Bosa in on the stop. From the 45 on 2nd down, Brissett. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time, and it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Brissett, and he's got his man Hilton. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 30.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They'll try the left side. It's Chandler. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing, Brissett. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. From the shotgun, it's Brissett to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
60 or. Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
That one goes against Russell Okung, the veteran.
Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. They're going to go play action now with stick. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
There we go. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hal. Go. Check right, check right. Get that quarterback.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Brissett. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. They got Colton Miller that time, the first-round pick from 2018. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll run it. It's Mack. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And he fires one, but incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It was actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
24 is the mic.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stick. He completes it to Henry. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Looking to throw, and caught by Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And that's complete to Adams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Stick from the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
He's got Allen. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. This is caught by Williams. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Now Stick. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, That's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Myers' kick is good, and the lead stretches 16-3 now. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. We focus our attention now on T.Y. Hilton as he gets ready to head back onto the field. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Brissett on 3rd and 2. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Melvin Gordon and the Chargers ready for their next possession. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
A shotgun throw for Stick. Pass incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there, but it's going to be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll throw on 2nd down as Stick, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. Finding room inside the 40, and he'll be taken down at the 26. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Stick on 1st and 10. Complete. It's Henry. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Stick looks to throw, and that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. 3rd down, they'll throw with Stick, and that is incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will swell the lead to 16. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and 5 now. Brissett. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. To throw, Brissett. He's got Jack Doyle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On the stop, Breeland speaks.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Off play action, it's Stick. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Here's Stick looking to throw. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
On first down, it's Gordon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. They're going to go play action now with Stick. Out to his left. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's it, baby.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Stick back to pass. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stick. His throw incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt. The kick is good. Makes the score Chargers 22, Colts 3. Jason Myers set to kick off. The Colts take over 1st and 10.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
27-yard line.
Silver, silver.
Let's go, let's go.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Colts,
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. Presents pass. Incomplete. Intended for his tight end.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
Brings
Move.
up 2nd and
4 down,
10.
4 down.
Number 25, Marlon Mack, the ball carrier.
That's
He's
it.
across
Big
the
hit.
field to the
57 to
49-yard
Mike.
line.
57 to
It's a
Mike.
gain of 5.
Let's go.
Brings up 3rd and 5. Presents pass. Intended for Jack Doyle. Incomplete. Rigoberto Sanchez on the punt for the Colts. The Chargers
Come on,
take over
fellas.
1st and 10.
Go.
At their own
50.
20-yard line.
51. Go. Go. Rush in. Rush in.
Ready?
Melvin Gordon, the ball carrier. He was called in on the 48-yard line. At the 28-yard line. Melvin Gordon on the
Yeah, baby.
carry.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Big grip. Big grip.
Yeah. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Go, go, go. Hey, run it. Run.
On the carry. The tackle made by Malik Hooker.
70.
A gain of 3 on the play.
Hey, 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 hey.
1st down,
4 down, 4 down, 4
Chargers.
down. You don't want no problem from me. 24 is the mic. Ricky,
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 39-yard line. Stick on the keeper.
let's go.
A 5-yard gain
60
on the
out
play.
there.
Watch the
And the
screen. Watch the
Chargers
screen.
1st down. Sticks pass. Complete to Keenan Allen. 10 yards on the pickup. It's
51
2nd
to
and
Mike.
10 at the 46-yard line. Sticks pass. Intended for Hunter Henry. Incomplete.
Hey, we got 4. Got 4 down. 4 down.
Melvin Gordon, the ball
That's it,
carrier.
baby. That's it.
Freeland speaks on the tackle. No gain on the play. It's now 4th down. The Colts take over 1st
Here we
and
go.
10 at their own 15-yard line.
Eat. Get him! Get him!
The set on the keeper. The Seer early on the center.
Watch that in.
To pick up a 6. Brings up second and 4. The 20-yard line. Devin Funches.
Let's go. Let's do this.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for the Colts.
55.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense
First and
all
10
day.
at the
All
39-yard
day.
line. The set's pass. Jack Doyle. Brings up second and 7 at the 42-yard line. The set's pass. Intended for Marlon Mack. Incomplete.
Double tight, guys. Double
Brings up
tight.
third down.
Hey, we got 3
and
downs.
7.
Here we go. Here we go.
15 yards.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
At the 43-yard
Screen.
line.
Encroachment, defense.
Hey, boys, we got 4. 4 down.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Kill, kill, kill. 4 down. 4 down. Alert.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Come on now. Let's go. Check. 55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike.
Marlon Mack, the ball carrier. The Seer early on the tackle. The 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3 at the 6-yard line.
There we go.
With the score, Chargers 22, Colts 3.
Stop here, D.
Hot, hot, hot. Hot, hot, hot.
Marlon Mack, the ball
They don't
carrier.
want it, fellas.
The
They
tackle made
don't
by
want
Joey
it.
Bosa. It's a loss of 5. Brings up second and goal at the
Let's get it.
Chargers 7-yard line.
I'm going to hit you.
The ball carrier. Jatavis Brown.
Single,
on the
single,
tackle.
single, single.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now third and goal. The set's pass. Complete to
Baby.
Marlon Mack.
Get him, boy. Get him, boys.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt. It is good. Makes the score Chargers 22, Colts 6. The Chargers take over.
Go, let's go.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready? 60 or.
You're not ready.
Let go.
Alvin Gordon on the carry.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you.
Ready?
A loss of 2.
Shift,
Brings
shift.
up second and 12
Hey, wait. 4 down.
at the 29-yard line.
5.
Run, 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 run.
Melvin Gordon, the
Yeah.
ball carrier. He's brought down at the
24's the mic.
You ain't going no far. Go.
gain on the play. And it's third down.
False start, offense.
Stand ready? And logo.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Brissett's pass.
Lay down.
To Marvin Mack. Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
Right, 55, right, 55.
It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Holding offense.
Here we go. Henry, 7's the mic. Watch with the 7.
Switch up, switch up.
Brissett's pass.
Yes.
Complete to Devin Funches. That's a
Single, single, slot, slot. Hey,
Bring up third and 13. Jacoby Brissett.
Boom! That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
Loss of 7 yards. Fourth down. Rigoberto Sanchez on to punt for the Colts. The Chargers take over.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Watch the safety creep.
Ready, ready.
Melvin Gordon the ball carrier.
That's it, baby.
Taken down back at the 34
Almost
yard
set.
line.
Clear.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Check 3, check 3.
Get it.
Run, run.
Melvin
Oh,
Gordon
Come
ball
on, set.
carrier.
18.
Mike 51.
Like,
A 14-yard pickup.
You got nothing. 51's the mic, 51's the mic.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
ready.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
Sleep rip. Sleep rip.
Intended for Hunter Henry.
Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go, let's go.
It's
It's coming,
second
coming,
down
coming.
and 10.
Stay with your man.
Check 3.
Sticks pass.
Go.
Complete to his right hand.
30 base.
It's a
Mike
gain of
51, Mike 51.
Put up.
third down.
Outside coming, outside coming.
Josh Adams the ball carrier.
Yeah.
Freeland speaks on the tackle. Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt. The kick is no.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Come on, oh, come on, oh. Check 9, check 9.
Brissett's pass. Intended for Jack Doyle. Incomplete. It's
Tight,
now
tight. Watch
second and
left.
10.
Tight, tight. Watch left. Check. 4 down, 4 down.
Brissett's pass. Intended for Jack Doyle. Incomplete.
Hey, hey, tight end's right. Watch
Brings
tight
up
end.
third down
4
and
down.
10. Brissett's pass. Intended for T.Y. Hilton. Incomplete. Sets up fourth down.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Brissett's pass.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Incomplete. It's
Ready,
a
ready.
third down.
60 Pittsburgh.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Watch switch, watch switch, watch switch. Run, go.
Melvin Gordon the ball
Go,
carrier.
Trip.
Go. 90
Made
more.
at the
24 is the mic. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
At the 38-yard line. Sticks pass.
Watch tight end. We got 4. We got 2. Go, 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 go.
Melvin Gordon on the carry.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
A gain of 5. First down, Los Angeles.
Ready, go. Ready, go.
Come on, run, run. Bring him in, bring him in.
Josh Adams, the ball carrier.
Down. 70, Indy.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Back.
At the Colts 28-yard line. Sticks pass. Complete.
Let's go.
It's a
Go,
gain of 10.
go. 460 out,
First down,
ball.
Chargers.
Blue there.
Right up. Head up. 15 line.
24 is the mic. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Cut.
24.
Ready, ready.
Sticks pass.
Easy one.
Complete to
10-2
Melvin
stop.
Brings up 3rd down.
Get.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt. The kick is good. Makes the score Chargers 25, Colts 6. Jason Myers set to kick off. The Colts take over.
Let's go. Let's go.
As they're on the 39-yard line.
Hey, 57 for Mike. 57 for Mike. Go on.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Mike 57. Who that? Who that?
Holding. Offense.
All day, baby, all day. Boom! That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Ready. Mike 57. Here we go. Tight right. 4 down.
The Sets pass. Complete to number 13.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
They gonna need some therapy.
Tight yard. Single. I got a single in the slot.
Jacoby Brissett set by Joey Bosa.
7 to Mike. Watch 57. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Don't say nothing.
Brissett's pass.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Set, ready?
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Hey. 4 down.
Big grip.
The leg, get there.
Keep playing hard.
The tackle made by
Loda.
Booker.
Send Loda.
Again, 11 on the
Kill,
play.
kill, 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 kill,
First
kill.
down, Chargers.
Let's go.
Melvin Gordon on the carry.
Come on, set.
Tremaine Edmonds
Gator.
on the tackle.
Got double tight.
1 yard
Double
gain.
tight.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Hit it.
Sticks pass.
Here we go.
Complete to number 40.
8 read.
It's a
Here
gain
all
of
day.
10. And the Chargers first down. Stick on the keeper.
Ready, ready. 30 base.
Today's final score, Chargers 25, Colts 6.